Welcome to the Rustic Garden. Today's October 9th. I'm going to show you how to dry peppers. Save your peppers that are still around at the end of the season, but the cold is rolling in. These are Facing Heaven peppers, also known as Szechuan peppers, and I want to thank Jeff for sending me the seeds for those. I'm also going to show you how to dry cayenne peppers. Let me go show you what they look like. Here's what's left of my cayenne peppers. I like to leave them on the plant longer for when I'm going to go and dry them so that they start to actually dry out a little bit, completely red. They get a little bit sweeter. We're going to dry these at about 170 degrees Fahrenheit, not much more than that. You don't want so much heat that the oil actually evaporates out of the cayennes, or in this case also the Facing Heaven peppers, and you don't want the peppers to brown and get a burn taste to them. Let me pick all the peppers that I'm going to use and I'll show you the drying process. Now these haven't been sprayed with anything for, I don't know, months. If I do spray, it usually gets neem oil or soap. If you have to, go ahead and wash them. But all you want to do now is break the tips off, or the stems off, and then put them down to dry. That was a Facing Heaven pepper. Facing Heaven pepper. Just break it off. You will get hot pepper oil on your fingers, so if it bothers you a lot, make sure you wear gloves, or you can cut them off with a knife on a cutting board. I'm using the green peppers too. They will still dry out. They're not going to be, I don't think, as flavorful as the red ones, but you don't want to waste any of your crops. So these are the cayenne peppers there, and I'm going to do this for all of them, and then I'll show you the final setup, getting them into the oven, and then what they look like when they're all dried. This is a great time to save your pepper seeds, and for most peppers I recommend you let them turn red or get to their final color and let them soften on the vine. When they get to that point, the seeds are mature. You could use your fingers again. These are hot peppers. Just open them up. I put all the seeds onto coffee filters. They're really easy to take off that way. You're going to drop all your seeds right onto the filter. And you can see one pepper gives you tons of seeds. And then you're going to let these dry about a week. I'll do the rest of those later, but you can see how many come out of the pepper. Oop, that's a cayenne. You don't want to do that. Make sure you put the right pepper into the right name. But you can see how many seeds. After about a week, these will dry. Any seed that's not really viable is going to turn a really dark brown, so you'll know how your seeds are looking. And you would do the same thing for the cayenne. Let me get the seeds off my fingers from the Facing Heavens. And you would just, again, let it stay on the vine till it gets to its final color, which is usually red. Get soft. Then you can see just all the seeds that come out of there. And this will save you money. Plenty of seeds, and just let them dry for about a week. Now when you get to the drying, put the red peppers together. They're going to dry quicker, so you'll be able to take those off the tray. The greener peppers are just thicker. They're going to take a longer time to dry. They'll taste fine. It'll work out. So these are going to go into the oven again, about 170 degrees Fahrenheit. You can go lower. The lower the temperature, the longer it will take. But you don't want to really go past 170 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll evaporate out the oils, you'll evaporate out the flavors, and the peppers will actually begin to brown, and you're going to have a burnt taste to them. So let me get these in the oven, show you what it looks like, and it will take anywhere from 4 to 8 hours on low temperatures for these to dry out. So this is what they look like, about 6 hours drying in the oven at about 170, 180 degrees Fahrenheit. I store my dried peppers in Ziploc bags. That keeps the moisture from getting back into them. If you don't store them that way, or you don't put them in a jar, the moisture is going to come in and they're not going to crumble when you want to break them up. The Facing Heavens go in a Ziploc bag. I'm going to keep them whole. These are actually lemon peppers that I also dried. The cayennes are ready to be crushed. I'm going to show you how to do that. But the red ones have that great looking color to them. The green ones are a little bit brown, but they're still going to taste fine. So that you don't get the hot peppers all over your hands. Of course, you could use gloves and crush them one way. In my other videos, I've crushed them different ways, but this is the easiest way. Just put them in a bag and crush them up just right like that in there. Now, as you crush them, You may find some of them didn't quite dry all the way. Just go ahead and take them out. But this is what it's going to look like when you're done. You're going to crush them through. You'll have plenty of crushed red pepper, cayenne pepper, for your Italian dishes or however you would like to use them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therusticgarden.blogspot.com and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.